Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a twin flame reading. So this is going to be for divine masculine. So if you're a divine feminine watching for your divine masculine, this is a great one to tune into. I just did the divine feminine, so hopefully you guys watch that. So this is going to just specifically be focused on the divine masculine, what's going on with him, okay? So I'm probably going to do this reading, as I usually do, from the divine feminine's perspective. So for any divine masculines watching, that's just kind of the way that I channel. So I hope you guys don't mind. So what I'm going to be using today is the vice versa tarot. And this is a little bit different because instead of doing reversals like this, it's literally like vice versa, as in that's the opposite meaning, or, you know, just the reversed meaning of the particular card. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to use the same outline that I used for the divine feminine. So we're going to take a look at the divine masculine energy coming into the month of March, or just current energy if you just want to keep it at that. Okay, so where is the divine masculine currently at in the month of March, coming into the month of March? Okay, so where he is at in the current month of March, we have the Five of Cups. We also have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Wands in the vice versa, or in the reverse position. That's just what I'm going to say. Okay, so this energy, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this here, as well as this card here. Okay, so what we have here for the divine masculine, Five of Cups. So now the Five of Cups energy, he is facing some kind of a situation. Okay, so his energy in March, he's looking at something that maybe isn't going well for him right now, or something that he has done that he knows has created some kind of unhappiness, either for himself or another person. So what we're getting here is that he is looking at it in some sort of regret, or he's having some sort of a guilt feeling when it comes to this situation. But I also have the Six of Pentacles energy. Now the Six of Pentacles energy here is, you know, it's a card for me where it's like about equal give and take. Okay, so it's about what we can give to someone. Do we have enough on reserve? Do we feel good enough in our own lives to be able to give properly to another person? So what I'm getting is there could be this indication that what they're regretful of, or what they have some kind of you know, just a negative feeling about, is that they either weren't able to give to some situation properly, or they just don't have it in them at this particular time to be able to properly give. They don't have the resources to give at this present time. And so this could be why this energy is coming through with the Knight of Wands energy, as in I've got my back to a situation, or I have my back towards something, or I'm kind of like going away from something, is because I don't feel like I have the resources or the time or the energy to give to something at this present time. So what we have is the Patience card. And so this is literally about timing. It might not be the right time for this divine masculine and this current coming into the month of March. He may still feel like he's working on something. He may still be trying to figure something out, okay? We do have it connected to the Desires card here. And so I'm pretty sure that this is the, what is this here? I just don't want to screw this up. Oh, okay, yeah. This is the sacral chakra. So this is in regards to goals, passions, cravings, and fulfillment. So desires is the key word. So this literally could be connected to their desires, to their goals, because we do have the Wands energy coming through here, okay? So maybe they feel like they have not met their goals at this present time, so they don't feel like they have enough to give properly. They feel like they're not ready just yet. So that's why we have the Patience card coming up. So this could be for your divine masculines that maybe they're just still working on something. Maybe they're really trying to, you know, figure something out. So the Five of Cups energy, maybe they're just still focused on what's not working rather than what is working. So they're trying to wrap their heads around something that can work, something that, you know, they can move forward with. That's just what I'm getting. So it has to do with their goals, their passions, their desires when it comes to possibly the material world, or maybe even in regards to themselves or passion or relationships. But whatever it is, I feel like they are just still kind of trying to figure out what it is that they're doing, what it is that they want at this present time. So that's the energy coming through into the month of March. Now let's go ahead and take a look here at how they are viewing the union and their divine feminine at this present time. Okay. All right, so how they are viewing the connection, or their energy, I should say, towards the connection and their divine feminine at this present time. We have the Lover's energy here, but the Lover's is in its reversed position. So in this position, we are really open to the connection. And this position, we're not sure, okay? We're trying to figure things out. We're trying to make some sort of choices. So we're in a little bit more of a dark phase where we're just not quite sure what it is that we're doing with this connection. So that's where I feel like they're at. They're confused, or they're not real sure what they're doing. So what we have here is the Temperance card, and the Temperance card literally is about balance, figuring things out, compromise, give and take, healing, patience. So I just really think that that's where they're at this present time. There's still some things that they're trying to figure out. We also have the Ace of Wands in its reverse position. Here it's, we're ready to go. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. Here we're not quite sure. Okay. We have this lightning bolt that's coming through that's about ready to take this victory down. So I'm getting challenges is what's going on here. So again, the divine masculine may not feel 100% like he is ready energetically wise at this present time. Okay. So we've got the surrender card coming up here, as in, maybe he needs to surrender to this connection, but he's not quite ready to surrender to this connection. We have honesty coming up here, truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication, honesty. So he needs to be honest with himself in regards to this connection in order to surrender to this connection is what I'm getting. So the way that he's looking at this particular connection and his divine feminine, his energy towards it, is that he's in the middle of trying to balance something out. He's trying to come to some kind of conclusion. He has some choices that he needs to make. It's going to require honesty on his part, and he's going to have to surrender something. If there is somebody else in the way, as in a karmic partner possibly, he needs to surrender this. He needs to be honest either with his divine feminine, or he needs to be honest with the karmic partner. He needs to surrender something, or he needs to surrender to this connection if there is not another person involved. But whatever it is, we have choices. We have choices, and there's a need for balance within these choices. There's something about patience and time with these choices, and we're getting a challenge with a new beginning. So the divine masculine may want to move forward. He may want to move forward, but there are some things that are challenging him at this present time. So that's just kind of what I'm seeing for his energy towards the divine feminine and the union at this present time. So it's not all negative. It just looks to me like there might be some things that they need to take some time for. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lessons and the blessings this month for the divine masculine. Okay. So this is good because one of the lessons I feel is communication, okay? Because we just had this in the honesty card here. So we're talking about I think it's the 5th chakra, the throat chakra. So there is need for honesty. So one of the lessons here really is honesty, as in if we are just honest with ourselves or honest with others, it's going to bring some kind of a blessing. That's what I'm getting here. And self-worth, as in maybe the divine masculine doesn't feel worthy. Maybe there is a lack of self-worth. Maybe this is one of the reasons why he's not able to properly communicate to either you or possibly another situation and clear that up and be honest with himself. Maybe he's still working on his own self-worth issues, and maybe that's what the holdup is, okay? Because what we're getting here is the 7 of Swords energy, which we never like, okay? The 7 of Swords is somebody who is literally taking swords and they're just kind of trotting off into the distance, as in they come in real quick and they leave and we just don't even know that they left. And so to me, this is kind of like that sneaky behavior where somebody just kind of just leaves in the middle of the night and we just kind of don't know what happened. So this is about honesty. This is about maybe they're conducting themselves in some way that's not always in the best way because they have a low self-esteem or a lack of self-worth. And so maybe they have issues with honesty is what I'm getting here. They have issues with honesty. So this is a lesson for them, okay? It's a lesson for them to have to go through these types of things, these types of situations in order to find the blessing, as in honesty is essential is what I'm getting here. Honesty is essential. And the more that I work on myself and the more that I communicate honestly, the more self-worth that I feel like I will have. So we also have the Ace of Cups energy, which is an amazing energy. And we also have the World card in its upright position. So we have 2 cards that are very positive. So the blessings here is self-love, okay? We also have the World, as in the completions of cycles, learning lessons, and new beginnings. And so what I'm getting here is that some of this energy is probably going to be phasing out for the divine masculine, as long as he can be honest with himself and communicate honestly with others about what is going on. I feel like emotional healing, emotional growth with that Ace of Cups energy, as in it's going to take us into a new experience. We're going to be able to move forward in a positive direction instead of sneaking away. We're actually going to be able to, be honest and walk away, not sneak away, is what I'm getting. So this is something that the divine masculine is really needing to work on at this present time, is mastering these lessons so that way they can be a blessing later on. So that's just what's coming through. Okay, now let's take a look here at how these are fears and how they might affect his present. Okay, so his fears. We have the Seven of Wands energy. We have somebody that has our back to us. Now, in the upright position, they're ready to defend something. So part of his fear is that he is not going to win, as in he is not going to be able to defend something, or he's not going to be able to battle something that's just too hard. So some of them may even be giving up. They might just feel like it's just too hard. It's just too much work. It's too much energy. So they fear that they're not going to be able to get out of a situation, or they fear that they're not going to be able to battle something. And so they might just give up. So we also have this Page of Swords energy here. Page of Swords is somebody who wants to communicate. We already saw here about communication. The divine masculine might feel like he is afraid to communicate something. He is afraid to communicate his happiness. He's afraid that if he possibly lets something go, or stands up for something and actually communicates, maybe he feels like he is just not, he's afraid of the happiness. He's afraid of the positive outcome. I mean, I know that sounds kind of ridiculous. Why would somebody be afraid to be happy? It's quite possible. It is quite possible that they're afraid of that. They're afraid of happiness. Maybe they don't think about it in that way, but maybe this is something where they just don't know how to be happy. Some people just don't know how to be happy. So this could be something that needs to be healed within the divine masculine. I'm also getting confidence though. So he might be fearful that he does not have the confidence. He lacks the confidence in order to defend himself, in order to speak up and speak his truth, is what I'm also getting too. So we've got the Be Still card, okay? This might be what ends up happening, is he's just still, he does nothing. So instead of fighting for something, instead of actually having the confidence and moving forward and communicating, what he does is he shuts down. He's just still. So it's this fear. The fear literally freezes him, is what I'm getting here, okay? And then we have the Intuition card, as in, I know something, okay? My higher self is trying to tell me that there's something that I should do. I know deep down in my heart and in my intuition, I'm getting this connection, I'm getting this advice, but that's not going to work. So what I'm getting here is that he's shutting down his intuition. He's sometimes choosing out of fear not to listen to his intuition, as in he's discarding it, okay? So all of these fears and all of these ways of going about things could possibly be taking away from his healing and his growth towards his divine feminine. So that's just what's coming through. So these are in the ways that he has blocked at this present time, or these are the things that he might be battling right now that are causing him to feel like he's not able to move forward. So now we're going to go forward into the outside influences. So these are the outside influences for the divine masculine. So this could come into the form of other people, or just the outside influences in the world. Okay, I think this is cool because we have celestial teacher. This is an indication that there may be somebody around the divine masculine, as in his environment, because this is the outside influences, that's trying to teach him something. Now, this could be just a lesson from the universe. This could be the lessons that the universe is trying to provide him in the form of, thoughts, and the form of inner nudges, connecting with his intuition, things like that, as we can see that he might be trying to ignore. But there could be an actual person, a wise person around the divine masculine that is really helping him to awaken, that's really helping him to see. Now, this, for some of them, could also be their divine feminine, as in she is some kind of a teacher for the divine masculine. And so that's just something that is constantly coming his way, as in this is an energy that this divine feminine may be sending to her divine masculine. She may be providing him some sort of lessons in this lifetime, for certain things, growth, things like that. So But what I'm getting really more than anything is that this could be an actual wise person, like a grandmother or somebody around this divine masculine that's really helping him to try to make the right decisions, the better choices. We also have gut instincts. It says intuition, knowing, sensing, and trusting those gut instincts. And so again, we have something about intuition coming up again. But this is actually in a different category here. So I believe that one here is I think it is not the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra. So I think it's the third chakra. So yeah, this is in a different chakra for some reason. So it's not in the, whatever we had, the sixth chakra. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But this is just the messages here that are coming through. So outside influences are the celestial teacher or the teachings of the universe or universal knowledge or spiritual guidance, trusting your instincts. I almost feel like that is what it is really more than anything, is that the universe is giving him some sort of signs or some sort of indication of to trust your intuition, to trust your instincts moving forward, that inner knowingness. It's about we're trying to influence. These are the outside influences that are influencing the divine masculine right now. So he could be trying to ignore some of it, but I feel like some of it's so powerful that he can't ignore it all. We also have the Queen of Pentacles here, but she is in its reverse position. So this is an indication of seeing like this person has either their back to us or we just feel like we cannot connect with this person. So for some of you, I do feel that is the divine feminine there. The divine feminine may have her back towards the divine masculine at this present time. And the reason why is because maybe he has put her in that position to have to turn her back on him, or he's not communicating with her. Maybe, and for some of you, she's not communicating with you anymore. So she's turned her back on you. So you feel like you're kind of up against a wall right now. And I'm also seeing that for some of them in their environment, this could be a karmic partner as well as somebody that they have in their environment, but they aren't facing her, as in that's not the person that they want to be with. That's not the person that they want to grow old with. That's not the person that they want to have in their environment right now. That's what I'm seeing, okay? Now we also have here the Nine of Cups. So also in his environment he is taking the time to look at what it is that he truly wants, what it is that he truly desires. He is taking the time to do that. And I'm also seeing that it's combined with this Two of Swords energy. Now, this position is, I've got the blindfold on, I'm not sure what to do. This one is, I'm willing to look at this. I'm willing to illuminate the decision that I need to make. I'm willing to face something is what I'm seeing here. So we're seeing that he's starting to see the truth, and it's something to do with his outside world, as in other people in his environment. He's starting to kind of wake up and see something for how it truly, truly is. And he is like, has that inner knowingness. He's sensing something. He's sensing that something is off in his environment right now. So whatever signs that he's getting, he's sensing that something is amiss. Something might not be exactly what it is that he thought he wanted. And so now he's kind of starting to take a look at what he truly does want. And he's starting to get clear on that. He doesn't want to stay stuck in things that are no longer working for him, is what I'm getting. Okay, so let's move on now. We're going to go into his hopes for March. What are his hopes at this present time? Queen of Cups. All right. Three of Pentacles. And the Knight? No, that's the King of Pentacles. Okay. Wow. So this is what he wants. Okay. This is his hopes, the Queen of Cups. So for some of you, that could be you, the divine feminine. Okay. So if you're maybe a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, that could be you, but it doesn't have to be. This could be any divine feminine. But what we're getting here is that the Three of Pentacles is like, I want to come together with you in the 3D world. I want to work together. I want to come together and actually work on this relationship in the 3D world when I am ready, is what I'm getting. When I feel established. Yep. When I feel established, when I feel like I'm solid, when I feel like I am ready to, or when I'm able to actually provide something and to give you something concrete. So for some of them, what I'm getting here is that that's part of their goal, is to get to this point so that way they can come together with you and have an emotional experience with you once they feel that they are ready to. So I just feel like some of them they still have something that they need to complete, or still have something that they want to do. So until they feel like they are doing it, it's like they might not come forward at this time. Yeah, integrity. Okay, so yeah, this really makes a lot of sense to me. So some of them may know that they haven't acted with integrity, or they just haven't had their shit together for a while, or the way that they were with you before. They don't want to be that way again. So they're literally maturing, they're growing. And so it's almost like some of them know that until they're at that point, there's no point in coming towards you if it's going to just be a disaster again. If they're not ready, there's no point to come towards you. And so that's what I'm seeing, is that they're really taking the time to think about what they truly want this time, as far as they're also taking your needs into consideration too. And they want to be present this time is what I'm getting here. Awareness, attention, reality, connection. They want to be able to be present with you so they can connect with you. So some of them before may have been disconnected from you because either they had something else going on, or because they were just not ready. Whatever it is, they want to be more present with you. That's why they're waiting. They're waiting to become more stable. They're waiting to learn lessons, or to become, act with more integrity. So to me, it's literally they're waiting to become more mature before they can offer something to you again and have this connection with you. So that's really a good thing, that your divine masculine would want to come at you next time in a more positive way. So that's really a great thing. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the outcome or the advice. Well, I just want you guys to know, I feel like that card came up for the Divine Feminines as her ending card, which was communication. So I think it's very interesting. So whoever's watching this, if you guys have connected with these energies and these readings, I really feel that there is going to be some kind of communication between you and your Divine Masculine, because we have two cards that are from different decks, but the same word, communication. And and I'm just going to pull it up right here because I still have this other reading. I just did it. Yeah. This came up for the Divine Feminines, communication. So now it's coming up for the Divine Masculine. So I really, really feel that there is going to be some kind of communication. Now, for some of you, it could literally be 5D, because this is crown chakra, but it could technically be actual communication, as in the Divine Masculine is ready to be honest about the way that he feels. So he may be coming forward, but like I said, this communication could be 5D. It could be through dreams. It could be through meditation, whatever that is to you. So yeah, but whatever it is, there is some kind of connection, meeting of the minds, telepathic communication at least, that's going on here in the actual future. So what we have for the energies here, though, we have the moon. Now, the moon is also about intuition as well. But this one here, it's in the reverse position. So this is an indication here that maybe people are just really subconsciously communicating. That's what I'm getting here. Subconscious through dreams, okay? It doesn't mean that communication in the 3D world isn't going to happen, but it could mean that there really is a heavy influence on psychic connections, telepathic communication, dream connections. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles has his back to us, okay? Because maybe he's still reserved. He's still reserved at this present time, okay? He's still kind of going about his own growth. He's still doing things at his own pace, because the Knight of Pentacles tends to do things on his terms. He does it when he's ready. So sometimes we feel a little impatient when we're dealing with the Knight of Pentacles, because it's like, enough already, let's get this going. And sometimes it doesn't go as quickly as we'd like it to. So we feel this energy here, which is the Four of Cups energy. The Four of Cups energy is an indication here where somebody may not be ready to accept our cup yet, okay? So we already saw this coming into the reading. The Divine Masculine is still kind of working things through. He's still working on himself. He's still working on getting himself prepped for something in the future. So he doesn't want to prematurely go into this. He doesn't want to prematurely get your hopes up and then let you down again. So I think that that's actually a good thing. So in the future, and the advice is to continue to do your 5D work with your Divine Masculine, that you may be communicating possibly in 3D, but more than anything, I feel it's going to be 5D and meditation and dream work with that moon there, okay? And telepathic communication. So let's go ahead and end the reading with some messages from the universe. Take a stand is what the universe is trying to tell the Divine Masculine for the future here. take a freaking stand. You know, it's time to do something in the 3D world, okay? It's time to stop being so reserved. So take a stand, take some action is what I'm getting here for the Divine Masculine. Bitter revenge leads to destruction. So this is an indication here that if the Divine Masculine is harboring any kind of bitterness, so it doesn't necessarily have to be revenge, but any kind of bitterness, any kind of feelings that are, you know, just bitter or negative or ego-based, it's telling him that it's leading to his destruction. He really needs to let it go. So some of you Divine Feminines watching this might know that your Divine Masculine has either anger issues or he's got a lot of unresolved issues that just really keep him bitter. This is just leading to his destruction. So this is the universe's way of saying it's time to get out of this energy. It's time to let that go. It's time to take a stand, pull up your bootstraps and just move forward. Don't be a victim. It says fulfilling opportunities are on the horizon. So that's great. So things that are fulfilling, these opportunities are on the horizon, things that are going to be more fulfilling. So he's going towards something that's more fulfilling. That's great. We have be firm in your resolve, commit. To me, take a stand and commit, be firm and be convicted. Do something, make a commitment, move forward, take some action. That's just what I'm getting here. And enter the silence and listen. So this really is about going within, okay? It is about taking some sort of firm action and taking a stand in the 3D world, but it's also about making sure that you embrace any kind of silence or separation from your Divine Feminine and really use this and utilize this to your advantage, okay? Really take this and listen. Now, I think it's interesting because the cards that came up earlier were about intuition and listening. So it came up 2 times. I think it's interesting that it's coming up here again. There is something about embracing the silence and listening, or enter into the silence and listen. So it really is telling the Divine Masculine that this silence or silence right now is really crucial for him. So if he is around other people that are taking away from his ability to just be alone and connect with himself, it's almost like he needs to get out of this energy, or he needs to release himself from a situation that is just really holding him back, rather than, you know, it's keeping him from growing, or it's keeping him from connecting with the divine for enlightenment, for just enriching his life in those types of ways. So those are very positive for the Divine Masculine. I just really think that as long as that he can, you know, take that anger or take that bitterness that he feels and really turn it into something positive, as in taking a stand and moving forward with this life and being firm in his convictions. This could be even that he's needing to stand up or stand against something that's not working for him. Okay, maybe instead of being angry or feeling like a victim, it's about putting your efforts and energies into taking a stand for yourself and taking back the control of your life. Instead of being bitter, instead of being upset about a situation, it's about putting that energy into surviving, into victory. Okay, because there are fulfilling things that are on the horizon, but he might not possibly be able to see that until he enters into the silence and he really listens to the messages that are coming to him, which is his intuition that's telling him that maybe something's not right for him. Maybe he needs to move forward. Maybe he needs to let something go that's dragging him down, things like that. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed that reading. I hope that gave you guys some direction for your Divine Masculines. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, bye.